Hey guys, today I thought I would just upload a video from Saturday that I did take with a get ready with me. So obviously I start off with a cleanser to wash my face, and then obviously as you can see I take that Garnier spot corrector and I just put it on my chin because that is where I get the dark spots the most. And then I go in with my drink of H2O by Tarte Cosmetics, and you can pick that up only at Sephora, and I believe it was like $43, which is not bad at all. And it is a gel mousse, which I guess is pretty good for dry skin. So I just go in and I put that all over my face and I just rub that in just to get all of that all over my face because I do have horribly dry skin. Then I take my Cover Stick by Maybelline and I just dab all of the little imperfections that I do not care for, as well as anybody else. And I take my Forever 21 brush and I just dab that in just to blend that out. And I do put this on before I put on my concealer, foundation, powder foundation, anything, because it just helps cover it up even more once you put on the foundation. So I just go in and I plot that in my face just so the red dilutes. And then I just do my mascara, which I didn't, record because who wants to see someone putting on mascara. Then I go in with my Kat Von D Lock It Full Coverage Foundation with my Beauty Blender from Forever 21. I just put one pump on my hand, which is most definitely enough because it is full coverage. And then I do take my Beauty Blender, which I do get a little bit damp, and I blot that all over my face. And I never just wipe it, I always blot it just to get that product really sunken into my skin. And make sure if you do take the Maybelline Cover Stick, that green concealer step, or any concealer as it is, just make sure once you put the foundation on, you blend that in because it will show green through your skin, which is not good at all. Oh, and there's my boyfriend getting food. So then I go in with a Real Technique foundation brush by Ulta, and I believe that was maybe like 16 bucks. And I go in after I apply my foundation with my Beauty Blender. I just go in and I buff that out just to make sure. And then I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow with a angled brush that is also from the Forever 21 brand. And I just go in and I just fill in my eyebrows. And I have to say this dip brow is way better than the pen, which the pen was $18 the pen was actually $23 and this was $18, which it works 10 times better. The product is super smooth once you put it on, and that pen actually broke on me. I still have it, but I could care less about it. So like anybody does, fill in their eyebrows, I go through the bottom line and the top of my eyebrow bone, and I just fill that in and grab the product from the bottom of it and just drag it up just to fill it in so I don't have any harsh lines. And as you see, that's what I do with the other eyebrow. And then I go in where the arch is supposed to be. I really don't have a lot of hair there because of a scar. I just go in and I just kind of fill in and choose how my arch is going to be just to match the other one. And then I go in and just fill it in. And I just drag that product around just to fill it in. So obviously it's not harsh lines. And then I go back and just fill in any other spots that needs to get done. And then I take a Maybelline concealer stick and I put a triangle underneath my eyes, and as well as the other one down the bridge of my nose. And then I also put any other spots on my face that actually need a little bit more help because that green just was not doing its job right. And then I go in and take that concealer and I just go around my eyebrows just to clean up any lines that either I was being too sloppy or I just don't like how the way it is ending up looking. So I just go in and I put the concealer around, and I don't make sure it's like super light so it kind of looks like I have those halo brows, which I think are pretty ridiculous. But I just go in with a big foundation brush, also through Forever 21, and I just blend that out through my eyes, and I take that from underneath my eyes and blend it around my actual eyelid. And I guess it kind of gives me a base if I ever need to use eyeshadow. Then I take a smaller foundation brush and I go through and I just clean up my brows, as you can see, just kind of filling them how the way I want them to be. Then I take my NYX and it's Epic Black, or Very Black Mousse Gel eyeliner, and I also take a angled brush by BH Cosmetics, and I just go in and I make my angled brush, or my angled wing, sorry, and I just drag that along. And oh, by the way, the only thing about the downfall of the eyebrows is I would definitely recommend you wash your brush every time you use it, because it gets so clumpy to the point where it kind of hurts to like drag it. And also with this too, you most definitely have to clean the brush because it does get clumpy and it kind of hurts once you drag it. But other than that, I would highly recommend them. I like it actually better than any other felt tip little pen that you could use for your eyeliner. And as you can see, I'm just going along and just making my wing as big or as thick as I want. And I just go back in and just fill up little spots that I missed. And then I take my foundation from Bare Minerals and I take just a regular cheek brush from Forever 21 and I just blend that all in. It doesn't matter even if I have a full coverage, non-coverage, foundation. I always like to set my foundation with a powder foundation throughout the day. Just blend that in, and then I go in with my NYX Cosmetics highlight and contour kit, and I take a angled brush through Real Technique, which was the same as the other one, probably like $15. And I go in, and you can also get that at Ulta. I go in and I just contour my nose. And then I take a brush also from Forever, take that medium kind of brownish shade, and I make the kissy face, and I just go in and start to carve out my cheekbones. And I just do this until it is all blended in, and I will do it until my cheeks were raw, because I just make sure everything is blended and doesn't look goofy. And I go in and I do the temples of, the temples, and I just blend that up. And then I take a little warmer color and I just do the ridge of my forehead, and then I bring it down also, and I just blend that out as much as I can. And then I do the bottom of my jawline just to give my jaw a more defined kind of look. And I obviously went a little overboard, so I take my sponge, which is good if you need to correct it, and I go in and I just fix up any other spot that needs to be corrected if I did do it too harsh. Just make sure the Beauty Blender is a little damp and not soaked. Then I go in with a BH Cosmetic brush, and it is this kind of peachy kind of color. I go in and I just do the bottom of my jaws, the jawline, and then right there underneath my eye sockets. I just go in and blend that color out, and then the sides of my foreheads. Then I take a BH Cosmetics fan brush with my highlighter, and I just highlight that cheekbone as pretty much however you would like that to be. If you want it super highlighted, just go right ahead. Then I do the tip of my nose, and then right underneath my bottom lip where that little dip is. And for some reason the NYX, everything is good about it except it does not pick up well for the highlighter, so I just grab my finger, rub it in, and then I make sure that highlight is where I want it to be. I also do the Cupid bow, top of my nose, and the chin again. Then I take that banana color and just put it in the middle of my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. And then take that plush color too and put it on the sides and just highlight a little bit more and blend a little bit more. But thanks guys, thanks for watching, see you later.